All right, everybody, welcome to the next half. I'm talking about Venus in the 8th house. So welcome to my video. It's Astro D, Love and Relationships. That's my specialty. And I like talking about all things relationship astrology. So, all right, the Venus in the 8th house. As I tried to make the 7th house juicy, I'm going to try to make the 8th house just as juicy. Because it gets deep here. This is where the partnership gets profound. It goes through waters and waters of uncovering. But see, the lovely part about this is Venus is going to enjoy uncovering your secrets. 8th house person. The Venus person will make all those things, the trauma. So that's interesting right there, right? You date somebody that's got a Venus in your 8th house. I mean, they might be soothing to your trauma that you've experienced, especially when you sleep with them. Because you notice when you sleep with somebody, you unlock the gates. I think it's even more so with women because, it's a place that is opened up within us. Literally, an entryway into this dark space is 8th house. So when Venus is there, we're vulnerable and we open up, but yet we land on a cushion, right? That person is the cushion that we can land on when we share something really heavy that maybe we were ashamed of. That's where the shame lies in the 8th house. So we hit something that we were ashamed of, and they hit something, but it soothes it. Like, I don't feel so ashamed about this anymore. I feel a little bit better. It's okay. I actually appreciate Venus bringing appreciation to the 8th house. I actually appreciate what happened, right? I'm feeling better about these wounds. So, I used to be very big on when you get out of a breakup, you shouldn't date anyone. You need to be alone and heal on your own. I still stand for that. But if you're going to connect with somebody, all right, let it be a person that has Venus in your 8th house or Jupiter in your 8th house. They should be there to help soothe those things, but don't take them for granted, right? Don't take them for granted during that tough time that you're going through, because they're there to help you through a hard time. So if you're going through something, this is on the non-romantic side, or let's say it's somebody that you hoped it was romantic, but the other indications in the chart did not support that. So then you're going to have to deal with, all right, they don't want to be with me, but that 8th house Venus action right there, it's just, they're helping me get through this hard time. The trauma of it all. So Venus enjoys knowing about your secrets. Venus enjoys your vulnerability. They may be feeling like they can make it of value for themselves in some way. So this is the things that we share. Okay, who's going to do the sharing? 8th house is a receptive house. And if you want to know what I mean by that, check out my course, my Synastry, Learning Synastry course, and my Mastering Relationship Astrology or Relationship Astrology Mastery course. And that's where I talk about receptive houses. Who feels it more is the chapter or the course module. Who feels it more? And in this case, they're both experiencing this melding and enmeshment into each other, the sharing of things. Venus has things to share. The 8th house person has things to share. It's a constant, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. And it feels good. It doesn't have anything, but. We know how Venus can act up now, y'all. We know how Venus acts up. So Venus gets a little, can get very promiscuous in this person's 8th house. Venus may be the person's, I guess you can say, I always call this the sugar daddy situation. I'm trying to be more gentle with it because, the world is getting more politically correct. When I talked about this 6 years ago, I called it like the Lil' Kim aspect. I don't know why I called it Lil' Kim. I said it was a Lil' Kim aspect, but it's more so that aspect of, hey, you giving me the goods for my intimacy. You value my intimacy so much that you want to give me what you got. You want to share your resources with me. We have a partnership where there's a sharing of intimacy and resources. It don't got to be no marriage now. It does not have to be a legal union. But, okay, there's some intimacy going on, and that 8th house person likes it. And so does Venus. They like getting close. Now, here's the thing. Leave a message in the comments if you have a non-intimate relationship with somebody who has Venus in your 8th house. I want to know about that. I really do, because I find that really interesting. Maybe that could be a friend where you partner up doing occult things together. Or it could be a friend that you type of share each other's secrets. That friend, they value the fact that you let them in that world, that they're in that world with you. They may really appreciate. Ooh. You ever have somebody give you a hug and you just appreciate their affection, right? Like, oh, I appreciate this. And they're looking at you like, you crazy. Well, no, they don't, because they appreciate it too. They might be getting a little, I don't always want to say aroused, because everything is not always about the sexual energy. It's not always about that, right? Sometimes the 8th house has that in there, but it don't always gotta go there. It doesn't always have to go there. It could just be, and it could feel just as deep, just as transformative. I didn't have to share my body, but I shared a part of my soul, or I shared a part of me that was deeply vulnerable with you. That might have been even more powerful than if I just had S with you. I'm getting really good at this. Okay, I have matured. I've internet matured, y'all. I know the codes. So, with that 8th house stuff going on, it's good to have a planet like Venus there. Venus can handle it. Venus finds pleasure in it. Now, I was on the rough part of this, because Venus is what Venus finds pleasure in. Your trauma, Venus might feel good when you start, acting a fool. See, we get excited when we see these things, but, or the house person may do that more so to Venus. Okay, the Venus person. The Venus person is trying to form a partnership. But this is what is this called, y'all? This is the trauma bond. Trauma bonds being formed, Venus in the 8th house. Just giving it all, y'all. I hope y'all appreciate this. I hope your Venus is activated by this Venus series, and it is helping you in your relationships. Okay, and if you want more help and you want to go deeper with me, again, I got these courses out, or you could just talk to me. I'm trying to get this Facebook group popping. Hopefully by the time this video is out, the Facebook group should be popping, and I get to share, a different side of me that's not totally exposed to any and everybody that wants to just click on Astro D. That's what made me disappear from the internet. Speaking of the 8th house, I went in secret into my 12th here. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Venus here in the 8th house and how imperative is that you look at it from all sides. Don't just get excited and say, oh, this is going to be a SUO partnership. This is going to be my boo buddy. Where's Venus in that person's chart? Venus is on the ascendant. They may share their body, right? The ascendant is the body. If Venus is in their 4th house, so their 4th falls into your 8th, your 4th falls into their 8th. So let's say you're the woman and Venus is in your 4th house, and he's the man and his Venus is in his 8th house, or his 8th house is there. So you bring your Venus energy and your 4th house energy to his 8th house. What do you share? You share your home with him. You share what you value about your home. Or he wants to share that with you. He may want to share, because the 8th house is where we want to connect and mesh with the other. I want to connect with what you value about your space, what you value about your family. Can I share that with you? Can you tell me about when you were a child? And then the opposite, Venus is going to be like, okay, well, could you share this with me as I get vulnerable with you? Because Venus can get vulnerable in that 4th house as well. That's the roots of Venus. That's my foundation. But don't get it twisted. The foundation is in a very turbulent house. Y'all know how I get down on these. I hope you really enjoyed this. And if you want me to go into further detail, or you want me to, if there was something I was talking about in this video and you're like, D, I need you to break that down further. I need you to talk about the planets in the houses and da-da-da-da-da. I need you to talk about more about the signs and stuff. Just let me know in the comments and then I'll bring it back to you. But I hope you enjoy. Make sure you like, share, or subscribe to this channel. We want to try to make it to 15. If we haven't already. Take care.